Hello, this is Lauren. Today is October 30th, 2015 at 4:34 p.m. and I'm coming on here to talk about my hair salon experience. So I got my hair straightened professionally on Friday, October 23rd, and I have to say that my experience was not a good one, and I was so fearful that I would have a bad experience. And it's, I guess, when you put out that energy, that's the energy you get back, the negativity. And so I didn't have a very good experience, and I'll tell you why. Number one, I was late to my hair appointment. My appointment was for 5 o'clock, and because of traffic, I was 30 minutes late. I called the hair salon, the hairstylist, to let her know that I was going to be late, and she said that was okay because she had a couple of heads in front of me. So I was like, uh-oh, what does that mean? So I got there at 5:30, and there was one person in the chair who was getting a weave, but the hairstylist had not started on the weave. She was just doing the beehive pattern. Then she had another person, she had two other people under the hair dryer, and I think she had another person, I'm not sure. So I sat there for a good 30 minutes or so before my hair was washed. And the person who washed my hair, I guess she was not the normal person to shampoo the hair. So and she was just doing the hairstylist a favor because she was running so far behind. So she washed my hair 2 times with this really nice peppermint shampoo. It was very tingly. However, when she washed my hair, she took my ends and or the length of my hair, and she was like going like that. And then she proceeded to take a boar bristle brush and brush my hair, my scalp, and brush my hair. And I cringed. I'm like, oh my God, she's brushing my hair. Oh my God. And then she rinsed my hair, and then she put more shampoo, and she brushed my scalp, and she brushed the length of my hair. And I was just like freaking out, like the whole time, like, Lauren, just calm down, it's gonna be over soon. So then I thought I was gonna be put under the dryer with conditioner, but instead, like, she went and asked the hairstylist, and she was like, oh, the express conditioner. And I'm like, what the heck is the express conditioner? So basically all it was this quick rinse out conditioner. So she took the conditioner, put it in my hair, waited like 30 seconds, and rinsed it out. And I was like, she didn't even put me under the dryer? Like, what the heck? So then after that, she dried my hair with a towel, which I know it's common. It's normal to dry hair with towels. I just don't like to dry my hair with a towel, but I know it's normal. It's customary in hair salons to dry your hair with a towel, so I was like, whatever. And let me preface this by saying that they never put a cape on me or anything, like just in case water came down my shirt, or not my shirt, came down. They didn't put anything on me. They just had a towel around my shoulders. The lady proceeded to take the towel, put it on my hair to dry it, and then she took the same towel after she had blotted my hair and put it on my shoulders. And I'm sitting there like, I'm getting my hair straightened, and you just put this wet towel on my shoulders. My shirt's gonna get wet, which is then gonna rip my hair. So anyway, I was like, whatever, maybe they'll change it once I get to the drying station. So she took me over to the drying station, and she's like, okay, the hair dryer lady will be with you in a moment. I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there. The hair dryer lady is like, I'll be with you in one moment. I was like, okay. So she went and did whatever she had to do. Sitting there. She comes back. She's like, I'll be with you in one moment. I'm still sitting there. I'm like freaking out that my towel is really soaking my t-shirt at that moment. So I took the towel from my shoulders and just held my hair up, like, with my hand like this, so that I wouldn't get any more water on my shirt. And then after a while, like about 30 minutes later, the lady comes and she starts to blow dry my hair. Now, normally when I blow dry my hair, first I put on like a leave-in conditioner, a heat protectant, and I go through, I detangle every section, and after detangling every section thoroughly, I let it dry a little bit so that I don't have to put too much heat on my hair. And then I go section by section to blow dry my hair. This was not the case. So the lady takes the blow dryer and just starts, in the back, she just starts going through my hair. Going through my hair, going through my hair, going through my hair, going through my hair. She goes up to top, goes through my hair, goes through my hair, goes through my hair, and she's just. And then when she when she feels a snack, she's like, she stops and she's just like. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, don't freak out, Lauren. There's hair on the floor. Oh well, you know, like you've been so gentle with your hair, so a couple of extra broken hairs, it's not gonna kill you. So, I was just thinking about it, just like it makes me all upset all over again. Anyway, so then she was like, okay, you can go and have a seat. So I went and I had a seat, and the hairdresser, oh, by the way, the hairdresser before that, she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, which means no, I'm not okay, but I'm gonna lie. So I was like, I'm okay, yeah. And so she took me over to the other side, and they're like, ooh, Lord, look at all that hair. Oh my God. So I'm like, yeah, my hair's long. So she was still doing the weave of the young lady. And then there was another young girl next to me who had, her hair was blow dried, but it hadn't been pressed out yet. And so, like I said, I got there at 5:30. I didn't leave till about 9, somewhere around that time. So I was there a very long time. But anyway, so I was just waiting there. Finally, the weave was done. Thank God she didn't have to do anything extra special with it. It was a curly weave, so she just like curled up the front with some gel. And then she had the next young lady sit at her station and get her hair pressed and flat ironed and curled, and then she trimmed her up a bit. Then it was my turn. And, oh, by the way, the hairstylist was the owner of the salon. So anyway, so she's like, oh, it's your turn, you know, asked me about how I heard about the salon and and about my hair and blah, blah, blah. And she asked me if I was relaxed. I said, yes, I'm text-lax. My mom does it. And so she proceeded to, she was like, oh, you know, I'm going to try with the flat iron to see how straight your hair gets. If it gets straight with the flat iron, I won't use the hot comb. I was like, okay. But a couple of areas you have to use a hot comb, she said, because she said I had some new growth, which it wasn't new growth, it's just under processing of the text-laxer. So she went through my hair, and then she was like, oh, you know, she's like, do you ever do hot oil treatments, or do you ever get those done? I said, oh, yeah, I do them myself. She's like, yeah, because, you know, your hair is very dry, so make sure that you do hot oil treatments after you get your relaxer. And I'm thinking, okay, my hair is not normally dry, but from the beginning, she used a shampoo that was minty, so the mint shampoo is drying. She used it 2 times on my hair. Then she used this express conditioner, like she barely put it on my hair. It barely set on my hair, and then they didn't use anything from that moment on. No leave-in conditioners, no detangling sprays, nothing. So yeah, my hair is gonna be a little dry after all that. So she's like, yeah, you know, just make sure that you do hot oil treatments and da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. So she did my hair. She did pretty well. She nicked me like once, and she's like, I'm sorry, so sorry. And that was fine. And once I was done with that, once she finished flat ironing my hair, then she did a little trim. I was so happy that she didn't trim off too much, but I felt like she didn't trim off enough. But she did trim off a little bit, so I guess better to trim off not enough than too much. And then she bumped my hair, and I was done. And my hair came out pretty nice. I mean, nicely. It was nice and straight. I've never had a problem with my hair being straight, though. My hair always straightens even when it's natural. Even when it was in its natural state, it straightened very easily, so that was never a problem. But yeah, my whole experience was like, I just did not enjoy the experience at all. I I felt like their slogan or her thing was like specializing in healthy hair practices, and I'm like, how healthy is it to not tangle someone's hair and just take a blow dryer and just ram it through a person's hair, and how healthy is it not to put on a heat protectant? So I don't know if my hair is going to revert or not. My ends got wet, like they just plumped into the sink and they didn't revert, which is probably because I have been putting the silk oils on my hair, and they have a lot of cones in them, so it's probably helped that. And also, I mean, I blotted my hair right when that happened, so that's probably why. So I'm pretty sure my hair will revert. But as far as going to hair salons again, I'm probably not going to go to another hair salon again. I'll probably just do my hair myself. I feel like I can get my hair just as straight as they did, and without all the possible breakage that I have probably experienced. I won't be going back. I have a very negative outlook on hair salons, and everything negative that I could think of, they did it. So I'm like, yeah, never again. But it was nice having someone else wash my hair and everything before I changed. That was nice. And when I went to the hair salon, like, it took me back to my childhood, my teen years, getting my hair done. But yeah, I probably won't ever go again. Or if I do go again, like, it's gonna be like a top-notch, like, natural hair specialist who takes 5 hours on one head to detangle. Like, it's probably gonna be like that. I didn't do enough research. Like, I did a little bit. I went on Yelp, and she had good reviews. It was more for the weaves. I didn't really read anything about, like, the handling of the hair, so I don't know. I also wanted to do, like, a consultation, and I just kind of ran out of time, so I would definitely do a consultation beforehand. But yeah, I was so, like, in need of getting my hair done that I didn't do that. And yeah, so I just really didn't have a good experience. And so I would just say, make sure that you do your research, make sure that you read the reviews, make sure you have a consultation, know what they're all about before you go to them, because they can really jack up your hair in one session. They can jack up what you've taken 5, 6, 7 years to build, which is kind of scary. But anyway, that was my experience. Thinking if I left anything out. I don't think I left anything out, but it was just like, oh man, I was so upset. I wanted to cry. I wanted to, like, tell the lady off. At one point, I felt like I should just walk out, but my mom was like, don't do that, Lauren, because I was texting her. She's like, don't do that, Lauren, because then you're going to have to come home and do all this stuff to your hair, so just stay there. But I was just like, why, God, why? Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.